When you start a new program, it's quite normal to experience rapid progression in your lifts, especially if the program contains exercises which are new to you or ones which you haven't done in a while. Your body will go through a several week-long process of figuring out which muscle fibers it needs to recruit and where it needs to distribute oxygen and blood supplies. You will probably get extra sore for the first week or two and most likely find yourself progressing linearly as your muscles go through these initial adaptations. You refine your form and basically just improve your ability to execute the program more efficiently. It is these initial, seemingly rapid improvements which can often be confused with muscle growth. This leads people to program hop way too often because they are trying to recreate this initial adaptation period over and over. But just because you are progressing rapidly week to week and getting sore on a new program doesn't necessarily mean you're building muscle. And equally, just because your progression slows down and you no longer get sore doesn't mean you aren't building muscle. I believe your best gains will come once you've had a couple weeks to settle into your program and you can actually start accumulating some very high quality volume over a longer period of time. It's completely normal for your progression on your lifts to slow down once you've been on a program for a while. Just because you cannot progress on every lift every week doesn't mean you're in a plateau, and it certainly doesn't mean it's time to hop to another program. This is where one needs to trust the process and learn to be patient. You aren't avoiding plateaus by constantly shocking your muscles with new exercises. The best way to grow is to master your exercises, execute them with good and consistent form week after week with slow progression over a long period of time. If you are going to make changes to your program, make sure they are small and infrequent changes. Perhaps just switch one exercise or try out a new rep range. Think about it like a sports team. As a manager, you wouldn't ditch the whole team and try to find an entirely new roster at the first bump in the road. Instead, you would probably try to substitute one player in the team and wait to see what the results are. Frequent program hopping makes it incredibly difficult to figure out which exercises you are growing from and which ones simply don't work well for you. Everything will just kind of blend together and you won't be able to identify any long-term trends in your training. It's not that you can never switch to a completely new program, but in my opinion, you shouldn't do it more than once or maybe twice per year. Alright, that's all for today. If you found this useful, please give me a thumbs up and check out the Natty Talk playlist for more videos just like this one.